Hello, my name is Sebastian. For those who don't know me, I typically make movies once a week or whenever I can. They range from comedic or lately to dramatic and almost worrisome if you know me personally. I'm fine, I promise. But sometimes I just like to sit in front of the camera like this with a mic and talk about what's been in my heart. This won't be a flashy, edited video essay that you typically find on YouTube. This is just me being one on one on a subject that is very personal to me. That's very tough to talk about, but it's something that I've been wanting to talk about, especially lately. And with Suicide Prevention Month ending today, um, I felt now was just an opportunity to talk about this. Um, I'm gonna be rambling too, most likely. I'm not completely prepared, um, but uh, you know, that's life, I guess, isn't it? You're never prepared truly for what is to come, and I just thought, screw it, I'm just gonna make this. So I'm gonna begin by talking about what initially made me want to make a video about this, which was a while back. I rewatched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Spoilers for that movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Great movie. Um, in the film, the character Rocket nearly dies. Um, the movie is half a mission to save him and half a flashback as to how he got to how he is, how he was born, created, and the main villain of the movie, and the characters that he grew up with. And we also learned that his friends or his family before he met the Guardians were killed, and he feels responsible for the deaths of these characters. And that's something that he carries on with him, and that we know that because later on in the movie, when he's on his deathbed, basically, Rocket, Quill, Groot, and Gamora are trying to revive him, and he's basically dead at this point. And he's basically in heaven as he's meeting back with his friends that were killed. And the second he sees them, he just breaks down into tears and just says, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And you know, then, like, this is obviously something that he blames himself for, something that he carries, something that is hard for him to let go of, that motivates him, that pushes him to distract himself as he lives on in life. And not long after, he just wants to join them. Says, can I come? Can I join you? And his friend, maybe love interest Lila, the otter, stops him and he says, not yet. It's not your turn. And he immediately just fights back and is like, why? I'm nothing. I'm scum. These people, this guy that made us, you heard what he said, like, we're nothing, we're scum, we're just this machine. I'm not meant to be on this earth. I'm going to reiterate, I am nothing, he says. And she just essentially tells him, your story isn't over yet. And I'm trying to hold back the tears saying that right now. Each time that I've seen the movie, it's the moment that kills me the most, because I think it's a great analogy or metaphor for how we feel when we want to commit suicide, when we don't want to be here anymore. We are so quick to want to leave, run away from the issues, run away from whatever hurt us, whatever we carry, from the pain that sits within us. It's so easy to want to give up. It's so easy to want to just throw in the towel and want to join those who are no longer with us anymore. But our stories aren't over yet. And I'm emotional about this because May of this year, Mother's Day, I almost took my own life. I was in a place where I was basically an autopilot. If you're watching this and you can relate, you know. If you've been in a place where you just don't want to be here anymore, where you don't want to feel what you're feeling, where you just want to fall asleep all the time, you don't want to move, you know that there comes a point where you're just living life on autopilot and you're breezing and you can't take it anymore. And I got so scared when that almost happened. And if you're watching this and you know who I am, you know me personally, whether you're a friend or a family member and you had no idea, I'm sorry that you're finding out like this. And I'm sorry that I almost ruined your life somehow. But I can assure you, to the audience and to whoever is watching and is concerned, there's no need to be anymore. Within a short amount of time, I've been able to not be in that headspace anymore. Will it creep back? Absolutely. I'm still in some stages of healing from that. But I know that I will no longer get to that place anymore because I have my hope. And I wanted to make this video to remind anyone who feels lost, who feels sad, who feels there's no point, who wants to escape this reality, who hates themselves, who carries pain, whatever it may be, that your story isn't over yet. I know it's hard. It's a battle every day. Every day it's a battle. I get it. And I'm not going to give you the whole, go outside and take a walk, journal things, distract yourself with hobbies, shower and get changed and go out. And those things are good, and it's helped me in some ways for sure. But not everyone heals the same. And I want to urge you and tell you to find your hope. I'm a Christian. My hope is in Christ. My hope is in God. Because I can't do it alone. And if you're not a Christian, my prayer is that this is for everyone, that everyone seeks Him. But if that's not who you are, if you're not a Christian in any way, you don't believe, I pray that whatever it is you find your hope in is healthy and that it brings you back to who you were, that you find yourself again. Whatever it may be, I found my hope, and my prayer is that everyone else everyone else that is in a place where I used to be, or I find myself being sometimes, that they find their hope. Your story isn't over yet. I'm sorry for those again who is hearing this news for the first time about me. Again, I'm okay. It is so easy to want to not be here anymore, to throw in the towel. But I promise you, this is just the darkest chapter of your life. And that each dark chapter that comes after is not dark but gray, because you can overcome it. If you can overcome this, there's nothing that you can't overcome. I can guarantee it. I know you've heard this, but there are people that love you. There are. I didn't believe it. I didn't want to. You're not a burden. And I'd rather, and whether the day that you want to do it falls on Mother's Day, your Father's Day, your dad's birthday, mom's birthday, a cousin, it's best that you ruin that day for them than you ruin the rest of their lives. I would have rather have ruined my mom's Mother's Day than ruin the rest of her life, the rest of my dad's life, the rest of my family's life, my friend's life. There's hope. You are seen and you are heard. I hate getting cliche. I really do. But it's so true. Have the strength to reach out. You can't let it in. You can't keep it in. You have to let it all out. That's strength. That's true strength. You're not weak. You can let it out. And there are people out there that you can trust. And it's a process. It's a process. But I know I have my hope. I have my surrender. I have many more chapters left in my life. Your story isn't over yet. Even if you want to reach out to me, my Instagram's available, man. I probably didn't say much that could change a person's life. I hope I did. I probably didn't say things that you've never heard before. Or, sorry, I probably have said things that you've heard a million times before. But I would not, why, as much as it hurts, the pain, or whatever it is that you're feeling, whether it's a breakup, or comparison, or just a life of depression, there's not really a reason. You're just limp and lifeless. But there's always a reason. There's always a reason. Again, I'm rambling here, but ultimately, I hope this was able to touch someone. I hope this was able to speak to someone. Even if it's just one person. Your story isn't over yet. Your story isn't over yet. I thought mine was. But I have so many chapters left. And isn't that exciting? That we're barely in the few chapters of our book, of our life. Don't close it. Don't throw it away. I hope this video finds the person that it needs. I love you guys. I pray for everyone. If you're someone that I know personally, I love you and I pray for you all the time. And again, I'm sorry if I scared you in any way. I'm okay. I am. Remember this, and I've said it in the movie before. You're not going to be okay. You are okay. Right now. You're okay. You're okay. Thank you.